Hello?
Hi, I am currently stretching for a quick mile run. If you follow me on TikTok, you know that I actually did what I'm calling now a rage run earlier last week. Or was it this week? I can't remember. The days are all literally just running together at this point, and we are just trying to survive. But I did my first official run, and so I told myself that I wasn't going to get to a place where I didn't try again. So it's Saturday morning. It's the first Saturday that I haven't had to work in almost a month. So I basically am taking the time to take care of my body a little bit and do something for me. I need to get my workspace together so that when I'm sitting at my desk, I feel good. I can see things because I am finding myself squinting a lot more often than I would like to. So let's get into this run and then we can talk about all the other things that I've been mentioning. Side note, I cannot find my Nike hat anywhere. And so today we're rocking Delta. This came from Ad Color. So that's just what we're gonna do because I took my hair out, washed my hair to deep condition, and then braided it down so that it would just stretch and dry. I'm really trying to move away from heat, get a little bit of nutrients and rice water in my hair in between my washes so that I can possibly get back to putting my locks in. But the situation that kind of happened last time, if y'all have been following me on social media, you know that stretching. You know that I did cut my locks out. I did not film that experience or anything like that, and I can even like feel myself getting emotional now because I miss my hair. I was stressing out so bad between that and the heavy oil that I had put in my hair. My hair broke off so much, but I lose my hair in patches when I stress, and so it was happening and it wasn't savable. I had talked to some locticians about like basically getting repair done, and while they did offer some good suggestions, it was just time for me to go ahead and cut them off. And so I tried to comb them out first, and it didn't work out. I had the worst headache. It took way too long. My hair smelled so bad, and it just felt like all of the energy and stress that I had had in my hair was like there. And so I just decided to go in the bathroom and cut them out. So my hair is back to a reasonable length, about like here. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to get locks again. And if I do, what kind of locks, how big those locks are, and who does it. But for now, we're washing the natural hair and dealing with natural products that are expensive. So enough of me talking. Let's go on a run. So from the last clip, you saw that I went for a run. I actually ran the mile. And it wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be. I originally took this hoodie off and put on a t-shirt because as soon as I stepped out on the porch, it was the humidity was super high. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and change. I did end up sweating a whole bunch, so I'm actually glad that I took the hoodie off. But now I'm in the house and I'm cold, so hoodie is back on. I ran the mile. Very proud of myself, but I was definitely tired after I had like a headache that came on, so I took a break from doing anything and basically made myself breakfast, had lunch, also had like all of my electrolytes that I could have, hydrated, took a nap, and then binged something that I'm watching on Netflix. And now I'm back. Oh, I also started my hair. Forgot to mention that. So now I'm back, and that might actually be one of the reasons I have a headache. But the one thing that I said that I was going to do today and make sure that I showed y'all was I basically have been slowly getting the things that I needed to update my desk space. I can kind of show you what it looks like right now, but I finally got another screen for me because I am a designer. I need to be very meticulous about what I'm looking at, and lately I've just been squinting. And I have really good eyesight, so we're gonna work on that. But also coming to the same desk every day, I just want it to look a lot better than it does. So I went and ordered some things and got some things from the store. So let's redesign my desk space. Oh my god, I just realized why I have a headache. I have not had a coffee today. Let's fix that first. Hold on. Fun fact. We traded out our local coffee beans that we like for Cafe Bustelo, which is great. However, I need y'all to stop treating it like it's coffee. It's espresso. So if you're not sleeping, that will be why. Also, I am super behind on some brand content that I'm supposed to be posting. One of which is about coffee and a new product that a brand sent to me. But I promise I will get up to date on it soon as I can kind of edit all of the footage that I have been missing. But I'm very excited to open that box and show it to y'all. So let's make some coffee.
Cash out till I cash out.
Okay, so this is my working space. The desk is a standing and seated desk that automatically goes up and down with the touch of a button. If y'all like watch my TikToks from 2022, 2023-ish, I did have this desk in white. It had a little bit of a different like display on it, but my partner and I now share this office, which also doubles as a guest room. The room is way bigger. You just always see this corner. And so the standing desk, we have the same color. This brown mat here, we have the same. And then something to sit my laptop on. I've always just had books on my desk as well as a lamp of some kind. This phone thing, which is gonna go, like I don't need it anymore. An extra keyboard so that I am not like hurting my wrist trying to elevate to type via keyboard. But I now need to make space for a desktop, as well as some cute little decor. We're redoing this, and I think it's time that I take the books and the notebooks and things off of the desk, figure out what can go in the trash. Yeah. So this came about for a couple different reasons. Number one, I was telling y'all I was squinting. Number two, I realized that it's July. If you notice over top of my desk, there's actually a couple empty frames. Y'all know that I'm famous for an empty frame. But also there's a mood board that sits over top of my desk, a mood board that sits over top of my partner's desk. And I've been staring at it the last couple of weeks, and it is not at all, like I am not at all where I want to be in terms of what I set out for myself at the beginning of the year. But I also have not sat down and done a full evaluation of the things that I wanted to see if I'm just missing them because I haven't said them out loud. So the first step is to get my desk redone, get some art in these frames that are missing, and make this feel like a space that I want to work at, whether that's on doing my day job or when I'm doing anything for me creatively. I need to be able to want to come to my desk. Other thing I forgot to mention, this cute little computer chair. It's staying. We have matching computer chairs. They are just gray. They didn't have black. But I will say this chair is super comfortable. The headrest moves, and then there's also, hold on, look at that. Look at that. Look. So I can literally be seated in crisscross applesauce whenever I want to be. The goal for her now is to get the desk redone. I'll talk a little bit, play a little music, vibe a little, you know, but also just please remember that my hair is not done. The back's not done. So if you see it, no, you didn't. I'm just a girl. Our speaker is not here right now. So I'm gonna have to play music from my computer, which is fine. So I'm gonna move this out the way, get this set up, and get the music started.
probably tell that I have a notebook problem. Now, let me just say this. If I see a notebook on clearance, I get it. If I see a notebook that has a specific kind of paper in it that I like, I get it. But I'm realizing that I'm not doing a lot of like writing, which I need to get back to, especially at work, because I clearly just need to be taking note of every single thing that people have feedback on so that I can go back to it later and be like, according to this notebook, this is what you told me. Is this what we need to be doing? Because trying to remember it and keep it all up here, I have too many thoughts for that, and I don't have the space to do it anymore. So maybe I do need to get back to it. But I think I'm going to downsize on how many notebooks I have. My partner might want some of them. But she has a very specific kind that she likes. Let me show you that specific kind. She likes the 3-pack moleskin, blank, or I think dotted. But I like stuff with binding on the side. But yeah, so let me see what I can do with those and figure it out, and then we'll go back from there. Box goodies of all of the things that are going to make this desk better. First up, we've got some clear acrylic shelves to hang up magazines or books. I found that we have a bookcase in the living room, but I don't ever get to show off like the design books that I have. So I figured that this would be a good space to do that. We also have another black frame, like a smaller version that just didn't fit into the wall plan. It'll end up going over there on a shelf, but I'll have these for this. So there's that. I also have a monitor mount. I figured that this would be better, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. It's either gonna be this or the monitor second shelf that I have. It all depends on how I feel about the second shelf that'll sit on this desk to hold the monitor up. I'm not sure yet. I've seen it a couple different ways. Hate that I'm taking everything out of the box. I wanted a monitor light bar. I've seen this on TikTok and on Pinterest a couple different ways. So I got one that basically has different temperatures on it in case I do decide that this light doesn't have to be an option anymore. I can kind of use this instead. It also has some cool touch bar features, so we'll unbox this and get that on top of the monitor. So I'm going to store my phone when it's charging and I need it on standby. I am the kind of person that only uses their work devices to things at work, but I learned that there's a standby feature on the new update. I got a 15 now, so when I turned my phone sideways, it was standby with the clock and the temperature and all that, and I actually thought that display was nice, so I purchased this and then a MagSafe so that I can put my phone up on that when I'm working, and I can see and I can ignore basically my notifications via phone while I'm working. Also, I'll share what's in this box when I unbox it. I also got, one second because I'm starting to forget, some mounts. One I'm going to give to my partner, but one for me to hang basically my headphones on the bottom of this desk. I might have, this actually comes with 3M stickies. We're going to test those out first, but it also comes with hardware if I want to go ahead and drill it to the desk, which I actually don't mind. But we'll try the stickies first. It'll basically just be a place for me to store my headphones when I'm not using them instead of them just sitting on top of the desk. Also, I don't know if this is going back to the store yet. Like, I haven't decided if it's going back, but I've always wanted like a little flip clock situation. And maybe if it doesn't fit on my desk, it'll be good to put on our accent wall on this side when the shelves go up, but I'm not sure yet. So this is a TBD. I really hope it fits on my desk. If it doesn't, it'll go up there. And then lastly, I did grab a book. I have an entire Amazon cart, screenshots, Pinterest boards of books that I actually want to have. And in college, I actually took a trip to Fast Company for a pub crawl, and since then I've actually been super inspired by their stuff, and this has been in my cart for like 2 years. So I grabbed it. It will go up here, hopefully, if it's not too heavy. It feels a little bit on the heavy side. It's like almost the density of a cookbook, so we shall see. Because I don't see myself trying to find the studs to put things on the wall. No. Cool. So that's all that. In addition to that, I also have the tabletop desk thing that basically gives me an extra layer or shelf, as well as the monitor. And I think that's it. Oh, no. I found an hourglass. And I'm not sure which one will go on the desk, which is why I'm trying to debate between the hourglass and this. And a new cup to put pens in. I think it was time for me to kind of get rid of the mug, if you saw. It doesn't go with the desk situation now. I also wanted to go ahead and get some new pens, but I'll do that at a later date. So this is basically just to figure out the foundation, figure out what I want on the desk, and then we'll go to the store and get all the like pens and stuff like that. I don't need paper clips, office supply stuff, really don't need it. So yeah, let's get started. From the camera, but I kind of wish the whole thing was made out of this material, which is like metal. But it'll basically like sit up this high, which the whole purpose is to be able to store stuff underneath and on top. I don't know how I feel about it. It has, let me see if I can pick it up and not drop it. It has like a wood grain texture, then a metal texture, and I'm like, why would you not just make the whole thing out of metal? Because my desk, I don't even know what my desk is. It might be PVC. I have no idea. Also, it came with like this little mark on it, which I'm not completely cool with. Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, whatever. So I think I'm gonna test it out, and then if I really hate it, I'll take it back to the store. I'll take it back. So let's keep going.
Hello?
So I don't know if I love this yet. First of all, let's not judge the blank things on the wall. But I've gotten the screen up basically. But I just have a couple like things that I don't love right now. One being the way that it's centered. Wow, the sun is coming in here real hard right now. I don't really love when my stuff's not like perfectly centered. And you can't tell right now, but it just feels wrong. And I also think there was a piece missing. 6. No, there was no piece missing. Bolt. I think I did it right, but it just feels so wrong that it's holding on by like one screw. But we digress. This is what we're working with. And I could just shift this over and move it up, but it just feels like it's now intruding into my desk space. But I could just be tripping, and I could just literally change the swivel on the back so that it's centered instead of like going through all the trouble to try and figure it out. Because the purpose of getting this was to add extra storage to the desk without having to worry about stacking books and things. But I might still take it back to the store. So we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, this can be centered. I'll leave it alone for now. Or maybe I'll just fix it now. Yeah, let's fix it now. Okay, so it is 7:28. I feel like I started this like I've listened to like 3 albums now, and I'm starting to get tired. I am not like there, but I'm getting there. So I'm gonna try and plug some stuff in, get the monitor working, that kind of thing, and then get the light working, get the MagSafe charger working, and then let's see what we're working with before I start adding things to the desk. I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna do these tomorrow, or maybe I'll get my partner to do it, so I don't have to do it. We'll see, because I'm tired.
It's different when I'm sitting there alone all by myself. It's different when I think you might be with somebody.
Hey, this is actually really nice. This is a really large desk, so I'm low-key excited. I can't wait to slide the books back underneath. So 2 time display options. The first being this one. I'm really excited about this one because it's got like a flip that's automatic. I think it's cute. And then there's the hourglass option. I've always wanted an hourglass, but if I'm being honest, this one does not match it doesn't match the vibes. And I actually don't think this gold cup does anymore either. I pulled these because they were gold accented, and I actually think that I'm gonna go for the flip clock and then find a different cup display because I don't like it anymore. I think I'm gonna stay away from the gold for now. Like, I feel like the black and the brown works, but as soon as I put like gold up here, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. If I put it back here and then put the hourglass here, like, I don't love it. And I want to stick with the color scheme.
And I think I want to like add marble. If there's anything that I add, it'll be white or it'll be marble. So I think I'm going to take these back to the store. Womp womp. It's not small. I also have to figure out how to program it, which will be very annoying. And I think it takes batteries. I think it takes batteries. We'll see though. Look how cute. Look how cute. I think it takes batteries. Okay. Alright. I'm not sure. I'll have to read the instructions. You hear it? Ah! It's so adorable. Okay. It's actually not as big as I thought it would be. But the only issue is it will have to go on this side because the button's for the monitor over here and I need nothing to obstruct it. So this would go here and this would move over. Yeah. I could do that, but I don't like it. So hold on, let me go back here. Cool. This is actually cute and it covers the stupid thing that's happening there. Yeah, and I put it in the bottom one. This is adorable. I can't wait for it to flip. What do y'all think? Y'all can't respond to me, but are there some instructions in here? Nope. It's all in a different language. So I do have some books. Books that I think are perfect over here instead of on the shelves that I'm putting on the wall. Food and drink logos. The history of graphic design. This is not the most up-to-date version, but it's the one that I am okay with having in collection. And then the book that I showed y'all from earlier. So maybe what we do is, like, I don't know if that's it. Maybe these go down here. And then this one. And then this one. I think this is cool. Yeah, this is what the purpose of that was for in the first place, was to store books and some other possible things. We'll see. And then up here was for cups with pens and utensils. And then somewhere to like store time. So here's what we're working with and where I'm going to stop basically tonight. Here's what we got. There it is. Cancel. Alright, this is what we're working with so far. The last thing that I got, so I actually decided to go with the black aesthetic, was for me to buy black Post-it notes. They come with white gel pens, but I don't know how well the white gel pens will work. So I'm going to take all of these out and stack them up. I'm going to pull the back off to make it sticky and then just put them all together because I actually like having a stack instead of just like little mini individual ones. So I'm going to put all these together. Give me a second. So I pulled these together and basically it looks like one big stack now. So I'm going to put these up here. They kind of look like separate stacks, but I mean, it's a vibe. Yeah, it'll Hello. So we're back. It is like 2 o'clock the next day. I've done a whole bunch of other stuff and haven't really done any of the desk stuff that I was supposed to do. But everything still looks the same. Let me just turn it around so you can see. So desk still looks kind of like this. So far I haven't worked at it, but I do like the way that it's set up.
I do like that I went with this clock instead of the hourglass and the gold pencil jar. I think I'm gonna try and figure out what else I can put there instead to hold pencils. I was thinking of something that's marble-ish, but who knows. And I started to put books here, but I do need to do this side after. But I did take a trip to Barnes & Noble. I was looking for like it's like a match looking hourglass with a striker that's black, but they didn't have that. It was black matches. Didn't have it, so I'm just gonna stick to finding other things that work up here. I did go through the creative book section, and I think this is one of the big reasons why I miss like the city and the little mini bookstores, because they have better creative options. But this Barnes & Noble actually had a pretty good selection of that, but no good selection of magazines. So I know that people don't really subscribe to magazines anymore, but I'm considering it. We'll see. But while I was there, I did get this mug. I mean, this side, kind of relevant. I don't read as many books as I used to, but this side is really what sold me. It was on clearance, so we'll be using it. For now, it'll sit up here till I figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Then I had a moment with these where I really don't want to go and have to find a stud in the wall to get these hung up. So I was thinking, what if I used command strips and let them sit overnight before I put the magazines and the lightweight books on them? So I'm gonna see how that works, and let's do the command strips and see how it goes before I just decide to, instead of using nails in the wall. So let's do that. So I just went to the store because I went in the drawer to see what my command strip collection was like, and this is all I had. These are for posters. They don't hold any weight, and I really just didn't want to put myself in a situation where I basically would have these falling off of the walls during a meeting or in the middle of the night, and leave it for me to be here by myself, and that happened. So I did go to the store, and you saw I originally picked up a different pack of command strips, but they were like $16 for the Velcro-y ones that I really like, and they didn't have just command strips by themselves, because I actually had Velcro backing. I just needed the command strips, but they didn't have that. I didn't go to like a Target or anything. I just went to Publix. So I found these Scotch extremely strong fasteners, and they hold up to 10 pounds. A book does not weigh 10 pounds. Magazines don't weigh 10 pounds. Posters don't weigh 10 pounds. So I got 2 of these for the price of way less than what that other command strip thing was. And I really just wanted something that was more on the clear side, because the white is tacky against these walls because they just don't feel white, but whatever. So let's get these on the wall. So I will put the other one up later, but let's just test it so you can see what it looks like. I have a whole like bin of art and stuff that I just like collect. This is from Georgia. This is from an artist I like. But like I plan to use this as a space to put books, and these are actually wide enough for me to put a little bit of a heavier book on it. But yeah, this is basically what they're going to be used for, just as a space to display art. Everything in here is very like gray, black, and a little hint of brown, but this will be the one space that there's color in all of the artwork that we have in here.
So yeah, this is just the start of it. We'll continue to build it and figure out where it goes from here, but this is what we got, and I still got one more to put on the wall. And I'm definitely gonna be curating what this space ends up looking like. And there's still one more shelf to put up at the top that is taller than me, so that'll be for books that I don't use as reference as often. But I have all these display books that I haven't been able to put up that I definitely need to. So this one, Dream in Color, which is basically curated by Trey Seals, a bunch of different artists, lettering, and illustration. So one that I definitely want to display, but I think it's gonna end up going on the top here or on the middle. This is my Add Color Future book, which actually has my picture and bio in it. So there's that. I'm gonna figure out where that basically goes on the shelf. I also have some graphic design week or something like that books that I need to put up on the shelf as well, but we'll figure it out when we get there. This one is a coffee table book from the Color Factory that I thought would be really cool to place up there, but like once again, this one could also live under here. But it's one of those like mini books that doesn't have binding on the side, so displaying it from the front is nice. This is my Society of Publication book that I got during a pub crawl in college. I kind of take pride in like keeping these because they're full of references. Even though they're older, they're full of references. And then this is one that I actually use often, that I bookmark all the time. This is my color palette book. This basically is reference for that. I talked about it a little bit in another video, but basically I don't have a lot of confidence in my color palette picking skills sometimes, and so this comes in handy. So I definitely want this at the bottom. I haven't decided what prints and postcards and stuff like that will end up going on this shelf, but our first tester, it feels like this is staying up pretty well. Not gonna wood. But is to put this up.